once a man who was feared by everyone in his town. He didn't believe in kindness, nor did he care about prayer, fasting, or even family. His days were filled with lies, cheating, and sin. People would whisper when he passed by. Children would hide. Even elders avoided his path. In the beginning of this story, please subscribe my channel if you want more stories. He was rich, but his money came from haram ways. He owned nothing halal. His hands were stained with the pain of others, but he didn't care. In fact, he used to laugh at those who prayed. One day, while walking down a street, he heard the adhan, the call to prayer. He rolled his eyes and said, "These weak people, wasting their time." But deep inside, a strange feeling hit his chest, something he had not felt in years. It was small, like a tiny crack in a wall. That night, he had a dream. He was standing alone in the dark. All around him was fire and screaming. He tried to run, but his feet were stuck. A voice shouted, "You lived for this world, but now the world is gone." He screamed, begged, cried, "Please, one more chance, just one." But the voice said nothing more. He woke up sweating, shaking, breathless. For the first time in years, he felt fear. Next day, he sat alone in his room. The morning sun peeked through the curtain. He remembered a man he once saw in the masjid many years ago. That man had told him, "No matter how far you've gone, Allah's door is still open until your last breath." That line came back to him like thunder. "Can someone like me really return?" he whispered. His regret begins. He stopped his haram business. He went to those he had hurt and asked for forgiveness. Some forgave, some cursed him. He cried and said, "Even if you don't forgive me, I ask Allah to forgive me." He gave away his haram money not to earn reward, but to clean his past. He walked into a masjid after 15 years, barefoot, head down, and said, "I want to pray. I don't know how anymore, but I want to pray." The turning point. Day by day, people were shocked. The man who was feared now sat in the back row of the masjid, crying in sujud. He didn't care what others thought. He only cared what Allah thought. He spent his nights in tears, his days in prayer. He fasted often. He stayed silent more. And when he spoke, it was with soft words. Someone once asked him, "What changed you?" He said, "I remembered that my grave will not care about my power or money, only my deeds." His last day. Years passed. The once feared man had become the most humble in town. His heart was full of Quran and his tongue full of dhikr. One morning he didn't show up to Fajr. People found him in sujud, lifeless. He had passed away in prayer, forehead on the ground, in the position of those Allah loves most. The lesson: he was buried simply. No gold, no crowd, but the hearts of people cried for him. Because the worst man became one of the best, not because he was perfect, but because he returned to Allah before it was too late. And that is the door that stays open for all of us until the angel of death comes. Never judge a man by his past, because Allah may love the one who once sinned more than the one who never repented.